sweat and tears in, and then just having somebody say, this is not.
Yeah, well, you build relationships, right? Like you form relationships with these kids, and relationships take time, and you just think about all the time you've invested into each kid. And look, it's the nature of college football now. Like, it's the landscape that we live in, the formal landscape, and sometimes kids have to do what's best for them, and that's okay. That's okay. It hurts if you have a relationship with a kid that maybe you even recruited, you signed, you went through the whole process of bringing them in, they've been here for a couple of years, and then they leave. But ultimately, if you do truly love that kid, you truly have their best interest at heart, if you support their decision to leave, that's what's best for them. That's what we do.
On the flip side of that, what's the code? Because it goes both ways. You guys have a relationship that didn't go with you guys originally, then come back. How do you keep that relationship maintained when they decide originally to go somewhere else?
Yeah, well, I think that's part of recruiting nowadays. Is Coach Mark does a great job. Look, if you lose them on signing day, just make sure you keep that relationship with them, because you might get them on the second time around, right? You might get them when they go into that happens. And so you never want to end a recruiting day battle on a sour note nowadays, because there is a good chance they could come back. And so we have been very intentional about keeping those relationships alive.
Going back to Carson, is it enchanting that you've seen him do the bowl practice, especially after what the end of the season?
Well, if you've been to any of our practices before, there's no absence of energy, no matter who we're playing or what time of year it is. I mean, I get what you're saying. I'll say this: it doesn't feel any different. I think everybody's it's kind of like there was that cloud of uncertainty of what he was going to do, and now there's not that. But yeah, I mean, he seems a little bit more relaxed. He seems like a little bit of pressure's off his shoulders. Maybe that's why he's having such a good bowl camp, because that decision's already behind him now. But we do feed off Carson. Carson is the leader of our offense, and as he goes, we go. And he's practicing well, then we're usually practicing well too.
You can control what you can control.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Last question. Last question.
You can go ahead with the last question.
You guys always move forward.
Yeah.
Is it a punch in the gut? How long do you go over without being
you know what? Obviously, our goal is to win every game that we play. We did that for a long time at Georgia. We knew that we had to beat Alabama, and we didn't. So if we want to be in it, then we better win every game we play. No, I don't think that was it at all. We were very, I don't know the word I'm looking for, cautious of that. We didn't want to bring him back until he was 100% healthy. And we hit all the boxes were all checked. Every marker he had to hit, he hit, and everything was cleared through the doctors, through the surgeons, that we made sure. And then at the end, it was up to Brock too. It was like, hey, are you healthy? Do you feel like it? And every time it was yes. Every time he went to get a follow-up to make sure it was yes. So I don't think it was him coming back at all. I do think that he possibly might have re-aggravated it at some point that made it a little bit more sore. But no, I don't think it was him coming back too soon at all. If you know that kid, he'd say the same thing.
Yeah.